I'm so upset. The whole time I thought I was recording, it wasn't recording, which is so embarrassing. New change of scenery. I am actually outside and I am terrified. Thankfully, at this very moment, there aren't people walking by, but earlier there were people walking by and I got really nervous to be speaking on camera in front of people. It's like, it just gives me a lot of anxiety. But anyways, we are here. I ended up on Governor's Island. I had walked over to Brooklyn Bridge Piers with the intentions of just sitting in the park over there. And then I realized that I have free will and that a ferry was coming in the next like 10 minutes. So I walked over to the coffee shop down there near the piers and I grabbed myself a iced, what did I get? Like a passion fruit, like iced tea, black iced tea, which was delicious, gone before I even got here. But I did that and I took the ferry on over here. And honestly, it was so nostalgic. Fun fact, back in sixth grade, I actually went to a school in Boston on Thompson's Island called the Will Hour. One of my favorite schools I ever went to. Very earthy crunchy, but it was one of my favorite schools I ever went to. I had so many unique experiences there. I went camping in Acadia for a whole week. We were on a tall ship and we sailed from New London, Connecticut back to Massachusetts, which like what schools offer those type of experiences? It was very like hands-on, very small school. I think there was probably in total between sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, like 50 students maybe. My class had like 10, 11 students, and I was one of three girls. But coming over here just reminded me of the times when I used to take a boat to go to school every day and having to hop on that ferry. And funny enough, when I got here, one, I didn't know. I've been to Governor's Island, I think like two or three times before, but I didn't know that they had a school here. And ironically, it was their graduation. So it was kind of nostalgic to just like see the students and see them graduating with like their families and friends and stuff, which was really cute. But yeah, we're here. It's beautiful outside. I really needed to force myself to get outside. It's Wednesday, and Mondays are always really hard for me. And I don't know what it is specifically, but this week has felt just really hard for me. As I mentioned, I'm going through quite a few like transitions, and I feel myself like, I don't want to say going into a little bit of depression because we're not going to claim that. But I definitely have just been finding myself this week to be like really low and really sad. And I need to remind myself that it's summer and I need to get my outside and to just feel the sun on my skin and to feel the grass underneath my feet. And that I live in New York. Like, there's so much that I can do. I mean, yeah, I can be around people if I want to, but I also can just like sit in the park and enjoy that. So, yeah, I decided to just hop on the ferry and come over here. I feel like the ants somehow keep making their way to like the upper portion of my body, some way, somehow. But we're here. And if you've never been to Governor's Island, it's like $4, I think, one way on the ferry. So probably about $10 in total. But you can catch it from the Brooklyn Bridge Piers, or I think you can catch it over in like lower Manhattan as well. But I decided I did bring a few things. I have Kennedy Ryan Reel's book. My friend Ashley actually gave this to me a long time ago. And I don't know what it is. There was a point in time where I was reading a lot, and I have read Kennedy Ryan's Skyland series, all three books. Love them down. She's great. Definitely read those if you're a black girl. Great book. I just haven't been in my reading bag this year. So I brought this book with the intention of starting it because I actually have the second part, which is Score, that I think came out like last month or the month before that. Um, I went on her book tour. She came to Harlem and I got a copy of that. I think this one's actually, no, it's not this one. Another one that I have, another 2 or 3 that I have is actually signed by her. But I'm hoping to get into this book and finish it so that I can start Score. Another thing that I brought was my journal because I have really been wanting to journal more, um, because I'm going through all these transitions and just like a lot going on. It's always great that I have friends and family that I can talk to, but oftentimes I just find it really hard to fully express how I'm feeling. Like, I feel like I have to word things the right way or like convey things a certain way when I'm talking to people, or at least with journaling, like it can make no sense. As long as it feels good for me to put it on the pen or put the pen to the paper, that's all that really matters. It's nothing that I have to like worry about. Did I say that right? Did I do this right? So I really just want to get back into journaling and just like putting everything there on the paper. Um, I also was doing therapy for a long time, and unfortunately, because I changed insurances, I no longer have access to my therapist that I had for a really long time. But I will be honest that I do feel like I'm in a way better headspace. Um, and I think that everything happens for a reason because last year I was relying on her heavily, and I do think I'm okay with taking a break, but if I did find another one, I'd be very specific about the therapist that I found. Um, Sorry, I thought I heard people and I was getting nervous. But yeah, so those are some things that I just wanted to like get into and just enjoy being outside for like the next hour. Hopefully get a little tan. I should have put on like a bathing suit top or something so I could just let my arms fully be exposed. I'm also really hoping that the audio is good because there are quite a few helicopters going by, and I'm trying to use this mic more, as you guys have seen, but hopefully the audio isn't too bad. But yeah, guys, I'm outside and I'm recording, so give me kudos in the comments. Anyways, we're gonna journal and we're gonna read. Okay, bye. Yes, I did get myself some ice cream, even though